This isn't life! Right, all right, all right.
Hello. Hello.
Right.
Yeah. Well.
Just had a bit of a head rush there. Ooh.
Oh, did you?
You're saying you're stoned, Josh?
And that was free.
Yeah. Inhaler, asthma inhaler, and a deep breath in. That'll sort me out for an hour.
You nutter.
I wouldn't.
It's like super hands, isn't it? Head rush.
Head rush.
You want to come with us? We're gonna go smoke some banana skins. Been up to much, boys?
Yeah, I've been up to a bit.
Tell us.
Designed and built, building a barbecue cover, like a bar, like a construction in this little area in my aunt's garden, where a little barbecue will go, and it'll have a roof on it. It's protected from the sun and rain if there be a rain.
You was a carpenter?
No, I'm not, mate. I'm an engineer, so. That's why it was a very poor build.
No, it looked alright. You showed me some photos. It looked alright.
Oh, you need to send me a picture.
It was good, yeah. But we had a mare, ordered the stuff, and most of it was all the wrong size, so we had to make do.
Who put the order in?
Oh, the order was fine, mate. It was the delivery that was the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course it was.
Okay.
It was. If I tell you the merchant, I don't know if we're allowed to say it, but
I wouldn't. Probably
might
wouldn't.
have it. Begins with W.
Oh yeah. I think we all know.
Yeah.
Josh is looking confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You say their name in a really weird whisper.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhymes with quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the order come from Quicks.
Actually,
Yeah,
no. To be
Quicks.
fair, yeah, no. This is just good consumer advice. I got my shit from there, and it turned up, and it was all wrong. They provided us with timber, and guess what? You know what usually goes to put two pieces of timber together?
Wood glue. Wood glue.
Not typically wood glue, Alex.
Oh, okay.
Sweat. Spit.
No more nails.
Chewing gum.
Gorilla glue.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think
like
of
shit.
Yeah, anything but screws or nails, or just like
Blue tack.
Well, they didn't have the screws with
Sellotape?
us. They didn't give us the screws, so it was like, what
You're
the fuck
supposed
am I
to
gonna do with this
right.
thing?
I don't expect to have a contractor come to my house and go, oh, thanks for getting the materials. Where are the screws?
Very true.
Yeah, do you want my drill as well, mate? Like, you know.
That is true.
What do you mean? I ordered it all in one go because I needed the right size screws.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I didn't have the right f***ing screws. Anyway,
Oh.
it was pro bono for my lovely auntie. So.
Well, talking of
Yes.
Bono, I got a story.
You
No.
touring?
That's hilarious.
Oh, and I was up to nothing, everyone, just in case I know no one gives a shit, but like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to see
No,
Josh
we'll
get
scurry
onto
off
you,
for a
mate.
second.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Karen with us. I've actually done nothing.
Yeah,
I've
I
literally
mean,
done nothing.
talking
from,
of, get your vape
what-
juice.
What was the what's the song by I actually don't know who sings it.
Oh, that's good.
That's clever.
Should we
There it
just
goes.
guess the
Smoke
song then,
weed
Alex?
every day.
Oh, that's Nate Dogg, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, that is Nate Dogg.
That's
isn't
Nate Dogg.
it? Isn't
That's
it? It's Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre song, isn't it?
yeah.
So-
it is, yeah.
Apart from working,
You've been grinding in both ways.
yeah, basically I've been opening up my pineal gland. So there's been that, but no, it's nothing. It's not quite as exciting as getting loaded with no nails.
Yeah, that's it, mate, yeah.
That order would have been perfect for Jesus, though, wouldn't it? He'd have been gassed.
No, because he would have been stuck there. He would have been
No,
stuck.
he wouldn't. They wouldn't have been able to put him up.
yeah. He'd gone, oh, not today, Jesus. Yes. Yes.
But he miraculously, like, the only way to stop it though, like through absolute irony, is that he has to kill the driver of every truck that's going to deliver it. So that's the only way he can do it. So he's in the right predicament.
Well, I think that was actually why they had the Last Supper, because they were going to have it the day before, but then Quicks mixed up
Yeah.
the order, and they were like, "Well, boys, look, we've got
We might
another
have a
day.
feast.
Let's have a good
Yeah.
time."
Let's have a good time. Yeah.
What is this water I'm drinking? Turn my shit to wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the party started.
I've got a story, and like I said, talking of Bono and talking of glands as well, Josh.
Not sure where this
Now,
is going.
well, this
Oh, yeah.
story, I will let you guess the tabloid. I'm
Go for
gonna, but I'm gonna let you guess the tabloid of the one I'm reading because this is in a lot of newspapers, a
Oh,
lot of
is it
articles. have been
widely
done.
covered, is it?
Yeah, it is. But I'm gonna read the headline and then I'm gonna read the subheading as well because I think it'd be great. And then I'll let you have a guess. All right.
All right.
This isn't life!
This podcast is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby was formulated to give you all the energies, all the focus, with no jitters or crash.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking no sugars, no calories, no maltodextrin, and no artificial colours.
You get 30 servings in every tub, and it comes in over 8 different flavours. But you know what else is sick about them? Their merch. T-shirts, hoodies and stickers, all on their website. Go check them out now.
And when you're on the website, type in "This Isn't Life" for 10% off your whole basket total.
This isn't life!
Boy, 15, gets USB cable stuck in his penis as doctors are forced to operate. The 15-year-old boy was taken to hospital by his mum after failing to remove the USB cable from his penis and experienced blood in his urine, with doctors eventually removing it surgically.
Jesus.
I'm
I think we've got to
inclined
be
to
careful
believe
there because
this.
this boy's 15 years old.
Yeah, I mean, look, we
Why
all
are you reading
done.
this sort of shit, mate?
Well, listen, all right.
No one will, and I mean absolutely no one, was thinking anything sexual about that boy until you said it.
He was though. The 15-year-old was.
obviously. No, but until you went there, Will, not one person in this pod was thinking that way until you made it weird.
Yeah.
Well, it was 50. It was 15 years old, and a willy was involved.
Right. When you were 15, I bet you wanted to stick your dick in everything. And I'm not talking women. I'm talking little holes that you'd find.
Still
Like
do.
everything. Exactly. Everything, mate. Like when you're 15,
There's
your
some
hormones.
knots in that timber. Ooh.
Yeah. When you're 15, your hormones are everywhere. Oh, no.
Thanks,
Let's
Mum.
be honest, right?
Thanks, Mum. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was worried about that. I thought it was just me.
No, they are. Not to the point where you'd get a USB cable stuck in you.
Yeah.
In your knob,
What was he
but-
doing? That's my
I
first
mean,
question. What was he doing?
I think this is actually might be a true story since it's covered by many tabloids, Alex said. But can I have a crack at what tabloid I think it is?
Go for it.
The Sun.
No.
The mirror.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's
What?
not.
Yeah.
No, it is not. You're lying.
Now I'm just gonna reel off actually some of them that I've who's covered it. So the Mirror,
Hmm.
the Daily Mail, Daily
Wow.
Record, New York Post, Daily Star, The Sun, Times
All the best
Now
ones.
News, Forbes.
Forbes covered it.
Can we
Front
also
page news,
sorry
Reuters.
sorry in my state I've been reliving about something I just said. Can we actually make it a thing now? If the Sun is ever mentioned, Alex? Can you bleep it out as if it was a swear word? Because
I can do.
you know how I feel about this.
I know how you
Thank
feel about it.
Thank you.
I'm not privy to this. What's this?
Because of the Hillsborough tragedy
Oh, I see.
and the lies that that Scum newspaper
Yeah.
reported was horrendous. So Justice for 97 and You'll Never Walk Alone and Alex, yeah, if we could bleep them off, that would also be fantastic.
I
Thank you.
can do.
Bit
Thank
of
you.
beef
Carry on.
towards
Yeah, absolutely.
the scum that they are.
But
Thanks,
it's also been
sorry.
covered. It's also been covered by Vice as well.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot. There's a lot it's been covered by, but the one I'm
looking forward
reading
to this.
from is the Mirror. Do you want a bit more? Do you want a bit more, dude?
I just quick question.
Is that what he
Which
said to his
ends?
penis as he was feeding the tubing?
That's what he said to his mum. Mum, quick question.
Yeah.
Do you have any expertise in USB cables up the end of a penis? No. Which? So is it a USB? It's just a normal USB, is it? It's not a USB-C.
There is an X-ray,
Oh, right.
and I would say
It wouldn't
it's
be
a
the
US.
fat end though. It wouldn't be the fat end, would it? You wouldn't
I
have put
think
the
it's
fat
all
end.
of it.
The cable is. I don't think this is a real image. So it says here, the teenager
story.
inserted. Yeah. The USB lead in attempt to measure the inside of his penis.
What the fuck?
With a USB lead.
Yeah.
So he
Because
couldn't just
I'll
put
tell
it,
you
he couldn't
why.
just put it on the outside like everyone else does.
Now
Yeah.
I'll give you a bit of
Typically-
I'll give you a bit of biology here, right? Because I actually know this for a fact.
Typically,
'cause
I use a tape measure if I'm going to measure anything.
but
Usually,
it.
It's
I
not
use,
like-
I
it's
use a
not like they
yardstick.
it's
Well-
like you get like a. I guess you can get. Yeah, I guess you can get like 2 meter USBs cables. Oh, no, it's a cable, isn't it? And then you get 1 meter. Then you get like 500 whatever's.
Yeah, but
I think
Like-
Alex is about to drop some knowledge on us about
there is a
penises.
bit. So it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. That's why I know it, right? So when you say the size of a penis, you go, "Oh, the external size of a penis." Your penis, actually, the penis goes inside the body. So there is actually more than what you see. So that
Yeah,
makes
that's
me
why
feel a
you
little
pushed the
bit better
ruler
on
right in.
myself.
Yeah,
That's why he pushed the
I
ruler in right
decide
to
where the
back.
base is.
Well,
I
Jesus,
decide.
Jesus Christ, how much more? Because we need to see if this is worth it first.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much more.
I'm hoping a lot.
How far does it stick inside then?
Well, it says here, right?
I
A teenage
probably a
all
good
boy.
really
3 inches.
massive,
We all
it's
would have
just-
thought.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
really massive. It's just it hasn't come out yet.
yeah. It's like a scared turtle.
Like I said,
Yeah.
Turtle's Head. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Great minds.
But it says a teenage boy required surgery after getting a USB cable stuck inside his penis. The 15-year-old boy from the UK was attempting to measure the inside of his penis with the cable as a form of sexual experimentation when it knotted and became unable to remove
Oh,
it.
Not
No
it.
way. There's no way because
So it had to come round
so-
and go back inside
yeah,
itself.
Exactly.
look,
so-
USB stick
Look,
on.
There's
no
no
matter
way.
how
USB.
no matter how you fold a pair of earphones and stick it in your pocket, it will always come out knotted.
Yeah, but this is
Right?
one. This is like sticking it up a
No.
pipe. It's
You-
not putting it in a pocket.
You would be
Well.
in so much agony just getting the actual bit that plugs into like the socket.
That's what I mean.
You'd be in so much agony. You wouldn't be able to do it. There is no way in this world. I'm not having
If
that.
it was a USB C,
No,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
get
do
what-
twice.
I mean,
There's no
this,
way. There's no way.
even if it was an iPhone, say it was iPhone, right? They're still only USB A, which is the big one, to a Lightning, right? Which is the same sort of size as a USB C.
Yeah.
So you still
Still-
have to get.
Wait, and don't forget when it bends over, because this is obviously a short cable. I'm guessing, obviously not to offend the young lad, but it's probably a shortish cable. You know how when something's shorter, when you fold it, it becomes thicker. Like hence, when you fold paper, if you fold
Yeah.
paper
Yeah.
30 times, you can reach the moon or whatever. So think how
I'm sure that's
wide.
true.
No, that's the thing in it. If you could fold a bit of paper more, if you could fold a bit of paper more than 30 times, because it's impossible, an A4 piece of paper more than 30 times, it would be tall enough to reach the moon or something like that. That's like an actual thing. Google it.
I
That's,
don't think so, mate.
no. Right. Wait there. I'm not saying it's
still
true.
the size of an A4 piece
no.
of paper.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that it's a thing. Whether it's like I don't know, like a.
I don't know if it's
Hold
30
on.
times. I
Hold
think-
on. Hold.
I don't think you can fold it
on.
more than 7 times. isn't
You
it? 6 or
can't,
7
you
times.
can't.
Like it's like really, really hard. But it would still be the mass of a A4 sheet of paper. So unless you had it, I don't know, had it like an atom thick.
Yeah. How many times would you have to fold a piece of paper for it to be thick enough to reach the moon? Think for a moment. Well, the answer may surprise you. You would need to fold a piece of paper 45 times for it to be thick enough to reach the moon.
Okay.
Crazy
Right.
math. Crazy math is. Yeah, let me go on it. Crazy math to reach the moon by folding paper. So,
That's
how many
amazing.
times can you fold a piece of paper, assuming we have a very fine paper, which is only 0.001 centimetres or 1 millimetre thick? Let's also assume the size of the paper is so big that you can fold it over and over as many times as you wish. How many times would you have to fold a piece of paper for it to be thick enough to reach the moon? Think for a moment. Well, the answer may surprise you, and it's the answer I give. Okay, so let's do the math, but this is actually long, Will, but I will send it to you, but this is very long, but But
because it's being hot. It's being
if you were
halved every time.
so I'll jump down. If you were able to fold it 25 times, then we would get to the power of 25, which is 33,554 centimeters, and that equals to over 1,100 feet. And if you keep going, exponential growth. If you fold a bit of paper 30 times, the thickness reaches 6.67 miles, which is about the average height that a plane flies 40 times the thickness.
It's quite high.
700,000 miles. Yeah, well, no, it's maths. If you get because I don't know whether it's because it's impossible that you could do it because you physically can only bend matter so much like before it goes into like, do you know what I mean? So, but there is maths behind it. People have like looked.
Yeah, I get
people
it.
have like looked into it. It's mad.
It's like folding it in. If you fold it in half and in half and in half and in half.
Yeah, but you could. Yeah, but obviously you couldn't because you get.
It would get. Yeah, it would get so. I know. Yeah, but like theoretically, I suppose it would.
But
get
that's insane. But yeah, but we're
so
talking about
small.
a piece of paper. That's
It'd have
insane. Yeah, it'd be so small. It'd actually be the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It would be like it defies. It defies. Yeah. So a piece of paper actually. Next time you look at a bit of paper, it actually defies the laws of like everything we know to be true.
We're just gonna go around Will's next week, and he's just bits of paper all over the place. Like, I can't do it. Look.
It shakes the very foundation of what like scientists have worked for years at CERN and that. It destroys everything. One bit of paper.
Why are they even bothering with space travel when they can just fold a piece of paper 50 times and reach?
Next time you do rock paper scissors and you go paper, when someone goes they beat you, you go, oh no you don't, because basically paper's a god.
There's no knife that's getting through that. There's no.
Sorry, Alex, but I'm glad I that's a big
there.
smile on Will's face. Big smile, and I like that because that was like sciencey shit that you should know.
You done me there, mate.
I like that, Will. There you go. I've taught you something. Sorry, Alex. Carry on.
Yeah.
The bizarre incident was documented in a urology case report in November 2021. With knots and tangles formed in the cable, the boy began to experience blood in his urine and was taken to hospital by his mother. Unsurprisingly, the boy waited for his mum to leave the room before confessing to hospital staff that he deliberately inserted the cable rather than use a ruler.
No, I'm not having this.
So
this is bollocks. How hard would it be to get a fucking? I mean,
it's impossible.
You can't. That's not like a butthole. You can't train that to get bigger. Just
train it.
Like a hungry seal. Like a hungry
like a Pokemon.
Well, it's like a drawstring bag. They look like a butthole, don't they? It can open. It's supposed to open. But this thing.
No, I know what you're saying.
You can't even get stones out of it.
I reckon even if you tried to torture someone by putting that up there, you would struggle doing it to someone else. So I don't know how you could do it, and like even if they were tied
have you
down.
ever made chicken Kievs? You ever try and put that garlic butter in?
Yeah, but what? Why?
Mate, it's so hard. It's so hard.
That is so random. If you were a torturer,
you'd get. It's not. Josh was just saying, if you were a torturer.
Yeah, no, he's right.
You'd be there. You'd get annoyed. And impatient if you were the torturer before you were able to do anything. You go, right, I can't do this anymore. It's like putting the garlic butter in the chicken.
It'd be like trying to push a well. It'd be like trying to push a well for a head of a needle.
Yeah. It just don't happen, mate. It just don't happen.
Well, it says here, the report listed the USB cable as one of a number of unusual items found inserted into urethra, including pins and pistachio shells. Who puts a pistachio shell in there?
No, pins though.
Yeah, but if you go back to the famous serial killer Albert Fish, he would do that.
In his groin, though, that was not in his in his balls and his groin. I think it was in his penis actually.
And also, Alex, he was a sick man.
Weirdo.
Yeah, I know.
Child, Alex.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but people do that, right?
So there's actually a good film about him.
There is. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Prime.
It's pretty good, man. It's quite harrowing, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
What film is it? What's it called?
Albert Fish.
It wasn't a big one. It wasn't a big. It's very like detailed. Like shows you, everything they know really. It's just mad.
But pistachio shells, I think, is a weird one as well.
Let's get nuts.
They're not exactly the easiest things to put in there. Look, I'm looking around my desk and looking at things that might possibly be out there. An Allen key. Look at it.
That would be a struggle.
That would be. I think that would be relatively easy.
No,
considering.
no way, Will.
Mate,
You're mad.
Compared to the size of a.
Can you imagine how much pain you'd be in? I'm not talking
Look
about
at the
whether you
size
could
of
do
that.
it. Yeah, but I'm saying the pain you'd be in.
Oh yeah,
You wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to do it. Imagine a
This fella
cotton
was able
bud.
to,
Imagine.
how the was he able to get that up? Look at the size of it.
Well, I think this is the
After
thing.
this
So
bit, he was probably smooth sailing. It's going, oh, it's all right.
yeah, the cable. But what I think I've had a quick glance at this, and I think you guys are gonna be surprised.
Right.
I think. So it says doctors
Fell on
wrote
something.
in. Yeah, fell on it. Doctors wrote in the Science Direct report the 2 distal points of the USB wire were found to be protruding from the external urethra meatus, whilst the middle part of the knotted wire remained within the urethra. So I think he's folded it in half and just used the cable.
I see. Right. Well, that would make it easier.
So why
to be honest.
get it out then?
We're
So
knotted.
he's done it like that, hasn't he? He's done it like that.
Yeah.
That is still though. I mean, that is big.
You could pull that out. In there, you can come out of there.
That is.
Yeah, but it's
not
knotted, isn't it? So it's
as
knotted
easy
behind.
How's
as
it-
an Allen key. Look at the size of them. Look.
Can you show me
Right
how it would not?
Well,
Yeah, I
so
don't know, mate.
Will, you've
I guess
got
I
half
guess
a
it just
USB.
keeps going up, and then I don't know, but
Well,
how would
this
it
is
not?
what-
It has to go back
I
round on
suppose.
itself, doesn't it? Unless
Yeah,
it goes
I
like
know.
that.
Maybe. But that's what I'm saying, Will. Like, if you fold it over, because it's so short, like, before we got into the paper debate show, before it's over, like, when you fold it over, look how wide it becomes.
Mm.
But you would definitely be able to pull that
Yeah.
out. I don't give a if that was stuck in my dick, I'm putting that out.
But if it's
How would you do it? How would you do it? Would you pull one?
You would
side
grab
of
it and put. No, you would do it as,
Or would
like,
you
as
pull
much as
both
pain
at the
could
same
take,
time?
but I wouldn't stop. No, you pull both at the same time. Otherwise, you'd have to. The one bit would have to go up and then back round. You just pull it out the way it come, because there's nothing stopping it from coming out. There's nothing blockage there. So you went in. I don't understand why you wouldn't just pull it out.
Because-
you'd be in
'cause-
agony. I'd even rip it out because there's nothing to stop it coming out. So
But it's knotted. So if you like
nah.
behind
I don't care,
it,
Alex, I don't care if it's knotted or not, mate. I'm putting it out. I don't care.
well, he couldn't clearly.
It is big though. That is big because it doesn't stay like that, does it?
No.
You go like this and it goes wide like that, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
I know. No, I know. I'm saying I was still put it out.
No, I think you're right, mate. I think you're right, but I'm wondering, would it be easier to go sort of like that?
No,
slowly,
because
but
then
you'd
one
have
of
to
the
pull that
ends
bit-
has got to go back
Yeah.
through. But there's nothing blocking it. It's not like it's caught. It's like caught round your bone. There's nothing stopping it from coming out. Do you know what I mean?
Well, would it be in your
Yeah.
bladder?
No,
No,
it
that's
wouldn't go
way
that
up, mate.
far. No.
I don't know.
That's way out. I mean, he'd be in serious fucking trouble if he put it in there.
What's
Mum, you
thrown
got
up
another
there?
length?
25-meter tape.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose.
I'm going Busey.
Yeah, all right.
don't wanna fight
no more.
Yeah, all right, okay. Well, it says here the patient was otherwise fit and healthy adolescent with no history of mental health disorder. Doctors were unable to remove the cable with a metal rod due to the amount of knots that had formed, so the boy underwent surgery. An incision was made between his genitals and anus to allow access to the trapped cable with catheters fitted. Explaining the procedure, doctors wrote, a longitude penoscrotal incision over the palpable foreign body was made and careful dissection was undertaken through deeper tissue, slitting the bulbus
word.
pongus.
Bulbasaur.
No, it's a bulbus pongius muscle. Both
Was it in the
ends.
gooch? Was it the
Well,
gooch?
near enough. Yeah, that's where they've went in.
That's pretty much
What?
where
That
you
far
would do it
in?
though, wouldn't it?
No,
That's
not
what
if you
it's
stuck
for.
at the tip of the penis or in things. How is
It
going
sounds
through
like
your
it's way in though, man.
how is going through your gooch getting to your penis in any way?
That's where you're sewn shut, isn't it? When you look at it,
When you leave the human Build-A-Bear, that's where it's all your guts in.
That's where you're made. If if everyone listening interlock your fingers and just look at your palms, it's like you've been sewn shut, isn't it? It's like, that's exactly what it's like.
What, your gooch looks like that?
Well, yeah, like when
Like
when
that?
you, it's like, yeah,
Does
you
it-
know.
I've never seen mine. All right.
You never seen your gooch?
I don't think so. But I don't think it looks like the palm of my hand. You
No.
freaks.
It doesn't look like a jigsaw puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks stitched together, doesn't it? It looks like stitching.
Have I gone to a
Stitching.
different
It looks
realm?
like stitching, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have, mate, yeah.
I've flown into like the parallel universe, the Spider-Verse.
I think
and you two
your
were talking about
atmosphere's
something
above us.
I've dropped into a conversation, but you know what the funny thing is? If me and my other consciousness swapped, my other consciousness would be more confused about our original conversation.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I didn't know that, but thank you. We're all learning things today.
Have
Educational
a look, mate. Have a
podcast.
look at your gooch.
Not
mate, I
now.
won't do it
Not now. Not now. But
It's
it does
sharp as
say. Oh.
We'll put it up online as well.
Yeah, because I think there'd be
This
some.
isn't live
If you could have like two like black hands and two googly eyes and do like a little stick man, that'd be jokes.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, it's already got a head, isn't it? That'd be the
you
butthole.
guys can see my screen,
You
right?
showing us how it was?
So I want to show Josh a picture of Gooch because I think.
Graham Gooch.
That's a gouch, man. That's gouch.
Oh, it's Couch.
What is that picture of that bald man?
Why is there
What?
bald?
Look at the bald one. The Swede.
What's the actual name for a taint, right?
Perennium. the official name is a perennium. Perennium or something.
How'd you spell that?
I don't f***ing know, mate.
Perennium. Oh, there you go.
Perennium.
If I can find a picture of one that's not.
Type in perennium XXX.
I mean,
Jesus
that's just a.
Christ.
It's just the bit between your.
Yeah,
balls
I mean,
back
that
and
bit,
your
I,
arse
I
and-
know what it is.
But it looks like it's. Oh God. But
Doesn't
it,
look like it's
it
sewn together. That's a.
Oh, I didn't know that, but I know what it is.
That's a woman's one.
Yeah.
And they don't have a lot. They've ours is like an inch big. So you don't sit. I think. Do you know what I think it's for? It's so that you don't sit on your balls when you're sitting down.
no, it's where you've been sewn up. I'm telling you.
Well,
When
it's
you
that
when
as
you're
well,
made,
obviously,
mate.
yeah.
It was probably
look,
made
And
for
then
women.
they
It was
detach the zip.
It was probably made for women, if you think about it, so a baby could come out better, like easy,
it does-
like
it does
slightly
lift,
easier.
apparently.
But then
It does
we,
lift it.
yeah. But then I do think it probably makes it easier to not have a big one.
But
I reckon it was because like God couldn't think of anything else to put there. You know, he's got the main kit, isn't he? He's like, what am I going to do with this bit? I'll just leave it, just so. I'm up there.
Just smooth it over.
But you know,
So-
it's better that he put the seam there rather than all the way up your back, because he could have just done a big zip all the way down, couldn't he? But he's done it well.
Like a
Basically,
onesie.
keyhole surgery. That's how amazing he is. Keyhole surgery. Put all the organs
Jesus.
in there. And maybe he's just got a big like thing out.
He
like
could
a
have-
Build-A-Bear. where he just
he
puts
could have
a
made us
funnel
born with
in,
a-
put nozzle in, just go. Just sends all your guts up inside. And
He
sews
could-
it shut. Out
He
the
could have
door.
made us born with like a zipper on top of our head, so we could just like unzip ourselves.
yeah. But you
Like
see,
from
so
Doctor Who.
I've got a diagram up on the screen, right? So what we're looking at here is the inside of your genital area, yeah?
Oh, nice.
So this is what I was saying. So you got the oh nice. Oh nice. All right, Hannibal Lecter. But you can see like
Being
here
sarcastic,
you've
man.
got the external bit. You got
What's
his
the external
head.
bit called?
We've got his head, haven't you? You got his yeah.
What do you
You
mean?
got his head, we got his dickhead hanging out, right? But then down below where it
He's
goes,
Captain and the boys.
yeah, we're down below. Can you see it go? It carries on the inside,
Oh,
doesn't
I
it?
didn't. Yeah, I've actually. Yeah, actually, I
yeah.
see what you mean. Why it would have gone. So it
what's the
might
bit
have
right
got
in the middle
knotted. You see, like when the actual what you was talking about, Alex, where the rest of the shaft finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gone in there in that space and then knotted,
Yeah.
and they can't get it
Yeah.
back through. That is.
How do you reckon they had him on the operating table? Do you reckon they had him like
Stirrups,
Lexi-
mate.
with his
legs
with his
akimbo,
legs
mate.
over his head?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
they just dropped over the top.
yeah.
But it does
What
say
was that bit in the middle though? That bullseye bit. What was that? Just
that was his
after the
bumhole,
base.
mate.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh right. It
But it does-
far forward. But fair enough.
It does say that both ends of the wire were pulled out successfully through external urethral meatus, so they didn't have to cut up his boy.
Nice.
The youngster received well and was discharged with the chatters Oh, catheters removed, sorry, not chatters. Catheters removed a fortnight later. However, the boy will have to be monitored for long-term damage and report warned that inserting foreign objects into the urethra can cause pain while urinating, blood to appear in pee, painful erections, and urine retention.
Could you imagine how much he must have hurt when he was having a piss?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
mate.
You'd
That
be in
USB
fucking
cable.
bits. How long,
that
how
USB
long was it
cable's
up there
no
for?
more.
Did it say?
Doesn't say. I imagine just a
must
couple of
like
hours.
burn
Scott.
it.
You could. There's no way you could
Poppy.
walk around with that over or sleep with that in
No.
your dick overnight.
No.
No.
You'd be in
Um,
fucking bits.
I wonder
says-
if his mum noticed. Like he had shorts on, it was like hanging out the back. Hanging out
Yeah,
of
just
her
the end of
arm.
the USB. She was like, take the USB cable out of your pocket, you're going to trip up. And he went, oh, God, I can't. Yeah, she picked it up to put it, thinking it was like hanging out of his shorts. Dragged him across the kitchen.
Stepped on it. Oh.
Oh, the cat was getting out, or the dog was pulling at it.
It's like it made him move like a pedal bin. Like,
Have
it's
you
like,
seen? Have you seen that? Have you seen the new, or the late, or not the new, but the latest Dumb and Dumber when he pretends to be in a coma for like 20 years just to get him back for pranking? Have you
No.
seen? The new Dumb and Dumber, or like the one they done the latest.
Is that
one.
Dumber?
So Lloyd,
Is it
yeah,
Dumber?
Dumber and Dumber. So
Yeah.
Lloyd, Jim Carrey, he like the start of the film. Harry goes to see him in like a hospital, and he's just like he's not speaking, dead faced, and he sits dead still, like don't move at all, not one muscle, right? And then one day he goes in there and he goes, I know you're faking, Lloyd. I know you're faking. He goes, I saw you move. For 15 years you've been doing this to me, and he still doesn't move, right? So he's got a catheter in. He's gone through all this just for a prank. He's got a catheter in, ate him for 15 years, and Harry grabs it and he yanks it out. But because he's so dedicated to the part, he don't move. And he still goes along with it, and then he jumps up and he goes, and he's got a massive long beard. And he goes, gotcha. And he goes, so for 15 years you've made me carry you round, come and visit you every day for a joke. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, that was excellent. But yeah, it reminds me of that.
That's like something. That's like a method acting thing, isn't it?
Mate, it was honestly, it was so funny, so funny. But yeah, ripping the catheter out, I think I'd still rather rip it out though. Oh, he couldn't, though,
Yeah.
could he? I
Imagine
suppose.
he would do so much damage.
Yeah, he would.
I
I
think once you
didn't
got in
realise
that
it was that.
situation, you just got to commit to it. Go right. It's going to take a while to get out.
I mean, we're coming to the end, but it says here the urology doctors. It pretty much said what was at the top, but there's more. The urology doctors added that such cases were not unusual, adding sexual experimentation and gratification, as well as underlying mental disorders, are considered the main cause of retained foreign bodies in the urethra and bladder, depending on the mechanism of insertion and the size and shape of the object. They can cause delayed complications, mainly recurrent urinary tract infections, urethral strictures, or false passages, and bladder perforation, which may require retrostructive procedures to restore the anatomy. Boys will be boys, eh? But I mean, poor sod, but also what an idiot, eh?
What the was you thinking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, what the was you thinking?
that's bad.
That's not like getting your dick stuck in a watermelon because you've like you said, Alex, at the start, you've put the watermelon in the microwave oil. Not that I've done this. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, right.
a hole in it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Like,
or American Pie, like obviously the classic.
Yeah.
Like, so something like that, you go, all right, if he's burnt his dick, like, yeah, obviously that's a really embarrassing mental thing, but then you go, he is, like you said, a young teenager, and you do mad things when you're that, like when your hormones all over the place, and you're literally unbalanced, you're literally mental, you're literally you're a sexual unbalanced deviant.
But I wouldn't.
What anyone says, like.
But I don't think I'd put anything up.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not. You can't really defend him. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is weird.
You can't defend him.
So it's a mental
Well,
case,
no, I
really.
don't. I wouldn't even say that. My first thought wouldn't be he's got a mental problem either. I would.
No, he hasn't. They assessed him.
No, that's what I'm. No, but what? How that's even a. How that's even a like because that got mentioned a few times, didn't it, about the mental health thing? Now I know people that well, I'm not personally, but I've heard and seen people do a lot crazier shit than that, and that never gets mentioned. Like really bad, crazy mental shit.
What sort of thing are you saying?
Mm.
Is it funny or is it like just?
No, I haven't. Like I haven't. What? What I've seen people do?
I was just wondering if it's a story you might have.
No. Well, have I seen anyone do anything worse than put it out their penis?
Like he's seen,
No, I
like he's
don't- I
seen
probably-
that, and he's gone. Actually, I can do you one better.
I've never seen.
Yeah.
I've never seen like no, because that's like mutilation to me. I don't think I'd even be
Yeah.
involved in when someone's doing that. Do you know what I mean? But like even like people, stars and OnlyFans girls do. I would say equally sick of shit as that,
Yeah, like we had the story about the eels
Yeah.
up inside,
and
didn't
it don't get looked at as like
Yeah,
a mental
find an
illness.
entrance
So
where they can.
yeah, eels up inside ya.
Yeah, true.
But
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
and
So
that-
I
and
think
that is
that's
more
a weird.
plausible that he's just folded the cable over. But what makes you want to do that anyway? But
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Is he's obviously I don't know, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't look at him and go, "Cool, he's mental."
no.
he?
That one man, one jar thing. Do you remember that went
Oh,
round?
that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
geezer sits on a
So,
jar.
so to me, no, it's up his arse, isn't it? And it
Yeah.
breaks.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
and there's all blood like running out his arse and that. But to me,
Yeah.
that's much more mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bestiality. You need to be locked away if you're doing that.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
and that is like a fairly now in our society. It obviously is taboo and illegal, but it's not that. I don't think it shocks most people like our age or even teenagers. I think you're quite desensitized to that. Like when you everyone gets that video in school where like a woman's sucking off a dog or a horse or whatever. But
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, but you.
Do we?
I like that one.
No, you know what I mean. You know, there
Yeah.
was videos.
No,
sent
Yeah,
round.
It
yeah.
just goes
Mrs.
round, doesn't it?
Hands,
Yeah.
wasn't it? When she
But do you know what I mean?
got it
You
on
see
with
it
the
as
horse.
like, hopefully, you see it as like a funny thing and not a
Wanna
It's
sexual
not
do.
like something you should try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
but we are desensitized to it. But that is illegal, obviously, and you need to be locked. If you can do that to an animal, you can do it to a kid, I believe.
Yeah.
Same as people that hurt animals. If you can hurt an animal, you can hurt a kid. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
That's what a lot of serial killers go on to, isn't it? That's
It's
like
like,
one of the
well, it's
hallmarks
one
of
of the there's it's
Killing
a
and
try
hurting
it's a
animals.
trifecta in it. Yeah, and setting fires,
Yeah,
hurting
that's
animals,
it, yeah.
and wetting the bed.
arson. And wet in the bed, yeah.
Yeah,
Into
so
that
but like so
adolescence.
I think saying he's mental is a little bit
No, they're not.
No, yeah.
a little
They're
bit.
not.
No,
they're
no,
not
no,
saying
no,
she's
no,
mental.
Not him, but they're saying they've used that a couple of times. They've said like we check their mental
right, yeah.
health. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that's all right. Ask him if he's all right, but like I don't feel it needs to be a big thing about mental health. That was just a weird thing for me that they jumped to that conclusion straight away.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Yeah,
you
it's
know what I
quite
mean?
extreme, but then, yeah, it's also. I mean, yeah, I get what you mean. Like he's, it is weird that he's doing this, but one, it's not the weirdest thing, like you say, bestiality and all that, all the shit that does go on. It's not the weirdest
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
that we've seen or has ever gone on.
and
he's like
yeah.
15. He's just doing something. He's just done something stupid, isn't he? Really?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like the
So-
question's got to be asked. Like, ask him like, is everything okay? Are you having like weird feet? Like, but like
Yeah.
no more than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it, Alex? Was that all of the story?
That is the story. Yeah, that was everything. I think it's about time that you had your dinner. So I don't know if you wanna wrap it up as you've got it sitting there next to you going cold.
Yeah, it's cool.
Boys, verdicts. What are your verdicts, Will?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is life. I was bordering on thinking it wasn't life but then you said about he folded it, so he had thought about this before he did it. Wasn't sticking the actual connector up there like he wanted to be on charge. So I'd say this is life. You know, it's not the weirdest thing. It's up there. It's definitely up there.
So
Well, it
it's
was.
definitely in there. Yeah, it's up there.
Something's up there.
And also I like the fact that they've it's gone for these stories. It's gone fairly into detail about the medical side and the procedure that had to go on and where they cut into him and all this, and just like the logistics of getting the thing out. It is always interesting all the shit that I bet nurses and doctors have to do pointless
I bet they've
surgeries
seen
and stuff
mad
to get
shit.
some crazy shit out. Yeah,
Yeah, foreign
So, yeah.
objects.
that's it. Yeah, for me, this is life, boys.
Mm. Josh?
I totally agree with that statement. I also another big one for me was it was multiple newspapers, and I mean apart from the scum, they were all rich. Oh,
I can't even do it now. There you go.
Reputable.
Yeah.
reputable papers, or tabloids. Obviously, there was some. Well, even went all the way to America, didn't it? I'm assuming this was an English.
Yeah,
lad.
Forbes.
Yeah, it's a UK kid.
So even it didn't reach the Washington Post, or is that? Am I getting that wrong? Is that?
Forbes.
Forbes is American, isn't it? Well, technically.
Yeah,
I think it is, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go with This Is Life, definitely 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you both make very good arguments, and I think This Is Life on the basis that it was covered by so many, and being 15, I never done that sort of shit, but I get why you would. You are a absolute crazed hormone monster at that age.
You are.
You're Maurice from.
Like Big Mouth, I was about to say, yeah.
Mouth.
It's,
Yeah.
You are like that. You are like the
Yeah.
kid.
If anyone's seen Big Mouth, then good news, baby.
Who was your hormone monster? Who is your hormone monster? Do you think? What one did you align with? If you've seen the
Oh,
show?
It's got to be Maury.
The old one.
Stick your dick in it, baby.
Yeah, I think it was Maury for me.
Maury's,
I
yeah.
heavily with him.
Yeah, definitely. If you haven't seen Big Mouth or Human Resources, go watch it. Go watch that on Netflix.
It is a bit
'cause
weird though,
brilliant.
don't you think?
Sometimes it's a bit much.
Yeah,
A bit much.
yeah.
But as long as you're
Like
having those thoughts, like this is a bit weird, then I think it's okay.
But
Yeah.
the best thing is, I watched it. I watched it with Nicole, and I was like, "You can like." Is that what it's like? She was like, "This is just written by men." It's just you know what I mean. Like when it comes to the girl side of it, it was like she was just like, "This is just written by men." Like
I can see that. Though. Yeah, but then it has got some.
It's literally like what was in a sex ed class, isn't it, for the women, for the girls?
Yeah.
Like you watch a baby being born, and that's about it. So you
Yeah.
know what the rest-
But it has got some big names from like the cartoon world in it, hasn't it? From like
it has, yeah. It's got that I can never think of his name, but he's in it.
Oh, yeah.
the guy that plays the main kid, not the kid with the glasses, his mate. He's quite famous.
Andrew,
The guy's
not
got, like,
Andrew.
Not Andrew,
The other one.
No, he's the one who's got like fish lips because he looks exactly like him, doesn't it?
They've all
Like,
got
the actual guy
fish
that plays
lips.
him.
And
No,
Oh.
most of them are actually in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes,
That's
they
it.
are.
One of
Yeah.
The
the
funniest
FBI,
one
is
is
it?
Jay.
Jay. Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
find
yeah,
the
he's
guy's
pillows
name.
and that.
Pimento. He's in John Wick 3 as well, actually.
Oh, is it?
Tick tock, Mr. Wick. No time for dilly dally. It's him. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't
Pimento.
seen it.
Is it Pimento? I think it's Pimento. That's his
Yeah,
character.
mate, he's
in,
funny. Yeah, no, that is a great show.
It has in it. I will tell you the cast right now. We have got Nick Kroll, and do you know
That's
what?
That's what I was thinking.
Nick Kroll, who plays Nick in the show, it's actually about him. The
Yeah.
show is actually based on his life.
Yeah.
So you got Nick Kroll, John Malney,
That's the plays,
Jason
yeah.
Matsukas, which plays Jay.
Oh, that's Pimento from Brooklyn.
Jordan
Nine-Nine.
Peele's in it. He plays Duke Ellington.
Who plays Duke Ellington?
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Oh, that's right. I knew that.
Yeah,
Ah,
there's quite
yeah.
a few big names in it. Seth Rogen, he's in it for
Of
one
course, yeah.
episode.
I bet he-
Um,
Who
yeah,
plays
the-
Maurice? I'd love to be able to
Uh,
do his voice. He's got such a good
don't
voice.
know who plays Maurice.
Who plays the janitor?
Oh, I've no idea.
He's
No
funny,
idea.
isn't it? It's Janitor Steve, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know
Steve, yeah.
if. Well, Nick Kroll plays Maury as well, so he might play a few.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I imagine he plays a few. But
But go check it out. It's funny.
go check it out. Yeah, hilarious. And do you know what? I would say it's a 5-star show. A bit like this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
say.
Probably same level, I would have thought.
Yeah.
I don't know who gave us point. I don't know why who done that, but I did ask for it. But they done it anonymously, like a coward.
Maybe
So-
they could email in or something. Or maybe
Well-
they hate it this much that they stopped.
Yeah.
What,
We're not
listen,
5 stars
we're
anymore, are we?
listening.
But all I'm
I
saying
just
is,
want to know why.
if I'd have done it, I would have left my mark. I would have left my name or whatever.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
dog in the
Sent a
street,
story in.
pissed
Yeah,
up.
but they've done it like a fucking pathetic little worm, coward. But no, like honestly, if you have got any, if we do go OTT or you do have got any things that are going to make constructive criticism, then
Yeah,
we'll
of
accept
course,
those as well as love. So,
We won't
yeah,
change. We won't
well,
change.
No.
We'll just
We
absolutely
might read
bin it.
them
We won't
out,
even read it.
but
We won't even read the good ones. But what I'm saying is,
Spam, straight in the spam.
yeah,
folder.
we haven't got an email. That email goes to actually nowhere. So joke's on you. We win
But-
in the most minor way possible.
But
Yeah.
if you do
We've
want to
got a
do
Twitter
that,
page.
yeah, we don't have one of them.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if we did have an email, it would be thisisn'tlife.sub@gmail.com. And if we had a
Oh.
Twitter, even if we had a Twitter, it would be @thisisn'tlifepod. I mean, but
Shameless.
We
where
wouldn't
would you
have either
where
of
would you
those
find
things.
it? You know, no, it's
don't
not
know.
like we
I
have
really need to
a.
learn them off the heart. Actually.
It's not like we have a form. You know, a form that you could fill out to show us your stories
submit them.
anonymously
And
or
yeah.
not.
And
you
no
know.
one wants it. No one wants a shout out or the first one to message in or whatever
or
gets
10%
gets
off
free.
Dubby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets or I'll say gets a free T-shirt when we eventually make them.
Yeah.
I'll
What was
even
it,
throw
Josh?
that right
When
there
we
now.
have Patreon.
Wasn't it? It was a free month for Patreon, a free T-shirt, and a $5
Oh,
from Josh,
out of
wasn't
my
it?
own pocket,
And a
yeah,
blowjob.
actually.
and a blowjob
From Will.
from Will.
No, that's
Yeah.
from you, Alex. I just put that in.
Oh,
Well, that's part of
I-
yours now,
Put
so.
that in.
I
thought you were okay with it. I
will
thought you-
bring
thought
my
you were into
USB. Well, I have to bring my USB cable.
Lovely. Yeah,
All
but
right. What, are you going to plug that into your ass at the same time?
No.
Or do you need to charge your vibrator?
Yeah, that's all it was. That's all it was. I just wanted to charge my phone.
no, 'cause
That's all it
Fair
was.
enough.
to
Yeah.
block it all out, Alex is going to be playing PlayStation. She has to charge the remote.
yeah.
No, that was a good one,
but
Alex.
that
I
is
like
it.
that.
With
Yeah.
that said and done, boys,
Yeah.
we're all good.
Hope you
Oh,
enjoyed.
nice.
Yeah.
Time to play Sons of the Forest, Alex. What do you say?
My dinner.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right then, boys.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
All
I'll
right.
catch you on the flip side.
Alright, boys.
See you
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.